So, guys, good evening to everybody and welcome once again to my very own live broadcast. You know how we do it. So, after running this live broadcast, the next thing is I eat my granuts. Patrick Martins, I see you big time. Abino, is that Abino? Ubian. Nah, I cannot pronounce the name very well. Now, you guys should be answering them that will be simple to pronounce. Katimunge from Bronx, New York. Nah, I've been to New York. Ikem, Happy New Year to you. Ikem, good to see you. Cashew, yes, I did not buy cashew, man. My money don't finish. My money got finished. I did not buy cashew, but I bought granite. Let me show you. I don't tell lies, guys. You see the granite I bought. See my granite, but I've not opened it. You see, Stephen Wells, I see you. Happy Sunday to you. You see, I bought granite. I don't tell lies. I bought this granite, but I've not opened it. Bisola, my beautiful sister. Bisola, how are you doing? Ara, I see you big time. Man, nothing to do. I decided to go live once more. Bright Monday, good to see you. Nothing to do, so I decided to go live. Now, what do you expect me to do? I don't drink. Nah, this program is going to be interesting one. You know, I am here to run educational program, or you may call it educative program as somebody who went to school. Yeah, so Bisola, I'm doing good. So as you join me, like and share this program. Also, Kati, okay, that story. That story, you know, there is no maturity in both of them. You know, Kati, there is no maturity in both of them. I don't want to mention their names, but that is too childish. That was too childish of both of them. Especially on the side of the woman. Yes, let me say it. You know, people do not know. You know, there are things. Joel, I see you. No. Kasi, listen. Stephen Mosi, this peanut cost like €1.90, not much. €1.90 or €1.99. No, Kati, let me tell you something about that story. You see, there are things about you, Kati, listen. There are things about you nobody is supposed to hear, or you are not supposed to make public in life. Do you understand what I mean? That is what makes you you. There are things about you that no human being on earth is supposed to know about. And when that exposure, that's talking about your private affairs, something like that, man, I've been watching that thing, man. It's all it's bullshit. Mohammed Zakaria, good evening to you. That's bullshit. So I don't want to get this. I want us to run our program. Euro is higher than dollars now. Euro has more value than dollars. Because I watched the apology too, the apology from the man too, and everything. Well, this is not something I want to involve myself in. I don't want to involve myself in it. So, guys, you're welcome to my evening show. My name still remains Rudy. This evening, there are things we are going to learn, like always. Man, everywhere is boring. Celebrating end of the year or Christmas or New Year abroad is, man. But then, I'm happy we are alive. I'm happy we are alive. So how many people do we have here? Let me wait a bit. Kati, don't laugh too much. Take it easy. You understand what I mean? Mistakes happen. So, Taiwo Olowe. Taiwo, how are you doing? Hope you are enjoying your Christmas celebration. You have it good. Because in Africa, you will enjoy end of the year. Celebrations, festivals, New Year's, Christmas, whatever. But here abroad, many people you see abroad are in their homes. No parties, no nothing. You just sit at home, and that is why a lot of people get drunk. This is why many people you see are drunkards. Many people that are living abroad are drunkards. I will explain it in this program. I'm not abusing anybody. I'm not abusing anybody. But most people you see abroad here, many men and women are drunkards. You've got to be disciplined not to fall into that group. Do you understand me? This is why I came outside this evening. Now, share this program now. We are not quarreling. Share this program. But if you don't want to share, we leave it there now. Somebody else is going to share it. Ekene? See, somebody came to my live program. Guess what this person said? Before I will stop the person. He said, I look irresponsible with my beard. Do you think you can bully me inside? Or do you think you can talk down on me? Look at you. See, somebody is telling me, you don't know that there are people who follow my page because of my beard. You lack wisdom. You don't understand. You lack wisdom. Making these comments makes you a foolish person. This beard you are seeing here now, there are people who followed me, who like me because of my beard. You see, I said in the morning, one man's meat is another man's poison. And let me tell you, I like the way I look. I don't keep beards to impress you. I keep beards to impress myself. I like the way I look. And this is, if I'm not comfortable with my beard, I shave it off. But I'm comfortable with it. You understand me? This is my life, this is my face. You see, you are a typical African man that lacks wisdom and knowledge. Both of them, you lack them. This is why you create problems wherever you go. What is your business with how I look? You see, you say I look irresponsible, but go to Africa and see pastors that wear suits and ties that are sleeping with women up and down, raping young girls, but they look responsible. They have no beard. Before you joined this program now, I was discussing with Kati about pastors who are not responsible. Pastors, I didn't say one, many. There are pastors that have scammed people, duped people of their money. And these pastors have no beard. You see why you lack wisdom. You are not supposed to be part of this program. Make another comment now. Let me block you here. You understand what I mean? See, I prepare come this life. See, there is nothing you will ever say that will affect me. I know what to expect before I came out as a social media personality. I know that everybody will not like the way I look or the way, and you must not like me. If everybody likes me, that means there is something wrong with me. If everybody should like me, it is not natural. You don't understand it. I know that people like you will come up. People like you will show up along the way. Now, Kati, leave that person. Taiwo, no, leave him. You know, some people. He said, you see, this is human being for you. He said, I look irresponsible with my beard. Another person will come. Because of my heart, they say I look irresponsible. If I put a shirt, that tells you that you can never please the world. Mohammed, no. I just want to use it and wait for people to join us before we continue. You understand me? Gure, he's not a woman, he's a man. He must be a man. You know what this means? We learn from every situation, every event. See, that tells you that this life, never live your life to please anybody. Do you understand me? Don't you live your life to please anybody. Today, somebody will tell you, wear the color blue. If you are not resolute, if you are not yourself, you wear the color blue. Another day, somebody will tell you, they don't like blue color, wear red. You foolishly leave that color, blue, and you wear red. Another day, another person will tell you, blue or red is not the good, it's not a good color. Wear brown. You put on brown color. So if you keep dancing to people's music, saying what people want, that means you cannot be a leader. You are not a man or woman of your own. You don't have mind of your own. That means people can push you around. Do you understand what I mean? That means if people tell you jump, you jump. They tell you sit, you sit. It means you are a zombie. Yes, that means you are a zombie. You don't have mind of your own. When they tell you pack out of this environment is not good, you pack out. Paint your house green, you paint your house green. While your favorite color is green, they told you paint it gray, you paint it gray. This is why. I dropped a video before. Some days ago, I said, listen, anybody who wants to please the world or people around him, if you want to please everybody that is around you, you will never fulfill your destiny. Anybody who wants to please, if you want to please everybody around you, you can never, there is no way you can fulfill your destiny. You become an enemy to yourself. A lot of people you see here, that is why they don't understand what variety means in life. Many don't understand. So guys, you're welcome to my evening show. But then whatever the case may be, the party must go on. This is why you need to be following this page. I do stand my ground. I stand my ground. Gidigba. I stand my ground. Gidigba. You understand me? See, a lizard. You need me to go deeper. Okay, let me leave it. There are some people I don't want to. I don't want some. I keep saying it. There are people I don't want them to be listening to. But Miss Mendes, good to see you. There are people I don't like them to be part of my program. Because coming here, they will learn. I don't want them. I hate some people. I don't like them, especially my haters. I want them to go fall inside the pit, to go put head in the forest. So guys, you're welcome to my evening show. Well, Great TV, I want them to leave. I don't know. I want that person to make a... I'm waiting for his comments so that I will block him. Mensa, I see you. Vivo Mensa, I see you. I'm waiting for his comments so that I will block him. I want to see his comments again. I don't know where he is. These are haters. I want to see his comments so that I can... You understand me? So that I can block him. This is what I've been waiting for. Yes, Loretta, he made a comment and then right away. These are jealous people that jealous. Now look at me now. Check me out. Don't I look good? Now check me out. These are bad-hearted people. Now you need to be very careful in this life, oh. People who can never commend or as compliment, they don't commend. I mean, they don't. When they see you, they start crying. They don't know you. They can never compliment you. When they see you, you see them they become bitter. Now you never see this life. I don't know who this person is. When they see you, they become bitter. Jealousy. Now look at me now. I don't even owe him anything. Imagine where I owe this person money. Imagine where you transact business with such a person. Imagine where you transact business. You have something to do. You will not know what he has in his mind. I told you, there is no devil anywhere. If you want to see the devil, look at human beings. You understand me? Miss Mendes, the guy just came and said, you know what the guy said? I look irresponsible with my beard. Just like that. So look at your beard, you look irresponsible. Now tell me, it's not your beard. So guys, you're welcome. You don't know how tough I am, Jejuese. Go ask about me. I am very, very tough man. You don't know it. Very tough. Go ask. There is nothing you can do to kill my spirit. You cannot. You are too small. Now, Patrick, don't mind him. Guys, you're welcome. Let's run our program peacefully. Now, guys, you are welcome to my evening program. This is my second time of going live, and I am going to go live once again later tonight. Now, this is Christmas time or holiday. A lot of people are on holiday. That is, they are not working, they are at home. And I do not know where you are watching me from. Now, I usually use myself as an example because I've been home all day long. You know, throughout this festive period, I've been staying at home. Okay. You ask me, what am I doing at home? Nothing. I just eat, sleep, and go live on social media. I eat, sleep, and go live on social media. Only my children came to visit me on 26th. They came, all of them. They came to visit me now. They spent the whole day here and they left later in the day. Now, ask me, what did I visit I did not visit anybody, and nobody came to visit me. Guys, I told you I don't have friends. Not that people are my enemies, but I live solitary lifestyle. I keep saying it. I didn't go to anybody. I didn't go to any party, any town's party or tribe party or whatever. I did. I like staying on my own. Way I have no problem. Even upon that, if I go live, if this from haters come, I'm on my own. Listen, if I go further, you see, that man that came to bully me now, this man that came now to bully me because of my beard. If you join my program, that is looking at me and you do, if you see me and you don't like me, maybe you don't like my beard, what you've got to do, the simplest thing to do is unfollow. You avoid me. If you see you don't like me, if I look responsible, you don't need to watch me. You don't need to follow my page. You go to where responsible people are. Simple. You go to people who have, go to pages where where the people have no beard. You understand me? It's as simple as that. There is no need you coming to comment or whatever. You look at me, you don't like me. Let me tell you what you don't know. Listen attentively. See, as far as this life is concerned, nobody can stop anybody. You can only stop somebody who wants to be stopped. You don't owe anybody's life. I did not see you before I started. I did not see you before I started. Listen attentively. I know the fear. I know they look you. You don't understand it. I know see you start. Let me go further. Do you know, the last program I anchored here in the afternoon, I gained 50 subscribers on YouTube. I just want to teach you a lesson. As you, one person, lives, more 30 people will follow me. This is why I told you that nobody can stop anybody. You don't get it. As you unfollow. Now listen, listen attentively. This afternoon, after I finished my program on YouTube, 50 people or 51 people followed me. You go check it, you see it there. So if you don't like me, you one person, another 100 or 50 people will like me. You see, life goes on without you. Without your support, if you don't support, other people will support. And this is how life goes. Your jealousy, your hate cannot stop a determined man or woman. Let me tell you. Your hate or jealousy cannot stop. After this program now, you see more people follow me every day. How do you think I'm approaching 15,000 followers, subscribers on YouTube? At the end of every program, you see people who love what I'm doing online follow. So you are too small. You never reach. If after this program now, in the night I go another one, tomorrow I come another one. How can you stop me? How can you? You never even begin. You don't understand. After now, later in the night I come out again tomorrow. Now there are many days ahead. You cannot. I started with 0 subscriber and now I'm approaching 15,000 on YouTube. Who are you? So guys, you're welcome. Now, we are talking about Christmas season. How boring Europe is. Now listen. So I told you guys, I did not go to visit anybody. Ask anybody who knows me. I don't make a mess of myself. I don't go where I'm not invited because of boredom. I have respect for myself. I don't go where I'm not invited. If you don't, that is, even sometimes if you invite me, I don't go. Because sometimes you go to a particular place and you see people who have very bad energy. You might go somewhere, some people who don't like you. I don't like hanging around. Before I go to somebody, I must make sure that our energy is in alignment. Do you understand me? We understand ourselves. You are my kind of person. This has nothing to do with age. You might be 20 years and be a friend. You might be 100 years and be a friend. You might be my age mate and be a friend. The most important thing is we understand ourselves and our energy is in alignment. Sometimes you go to a place, the energy in that atmosphere might not be in alignment with your spirit. You don't get it. So, Zaya, I see you. Now, guys, I am home. Do I say I'm bored? I am not bored. I don't miss anything because I'm used to this kind of life. Though in Africa, the life will be more exciting, but this is European lifestyle, which I've grown used to. Yes, I've grown used to this lifestyle. But let me tell you what is special about me. The special thing about me is I don't kill time with smoking, marijuana, or cigarettes. I don't kill time with alcohol. I do not console myself with alcohol. There are so many people, when they are bored, what they use to while away time is either cigar, marijuana, or alcohol. See, let me tell you, I'm not going to mention them, but something happened either yesterday. And that thing that happened yesterday, I've been talking about it for a long time. Let me explain to you what happened. You remember, I have been saying here, if you are hypertensive, that is, if you are suffering high blood pressure, do not drink alcohol. I've been saying it. Maybe some of you that are core followers of these platforms, my page, have been hearing me say that. If you are suffering high blood pressure, don't drink alcohol. You think I'm joking? Now, yesterday, one lady who was an actress in Nigeria died. She wasn't sick, but that lady was obese, very fat. She just died. And they suspect heart attack. Don't forget, we are in festive period. We are celebrating Christmas and New Year. Parties everywhere. There are parties. Families will invite you. People, time to eat and drink. Now, I looked at the videos and pictures of that woman. She is excessively fat, obese. And there is no how that lady wouldn't be suffering from high blood pressure. Because what accompanies that obesity is high blood pressure. There is no how somebody that has that size, there's no how that person will not have high blood pressure. Looking at that woman, I know for sure that that woman will be suffering high blood pressure. More unique, I see you. Now, listen. You know, there are things a lot of people overlook. Let me tell you again, before, now, as I'm making this video now, that woman is dead. As I'm making that video now, that woman is dead. She just died. After making a video, she died. Well, I don't need to call the name. A lot of people who are listening to me knows. People who knows her know her name. Now listen. So the news I saw, I've never heard about the woman except I saw the news, you know, the videos flying, the pictures and videos flying around, threatening that she died. People were writing rest in peace, blah, you know, things like that. Now, so when I saw the videos and the pictures, I said to myself, I took time to go through what led to her death and things like that. They said she died of heart attack. I said, these people. Number one thing that killed the woman is high blood pressure. High blood pressure, and then she drank alcohol. That's instant death. No, there's nothing anybody will tell me. High blood pressure. If you are hypertensive, now you don't need a doctor to explain this to you. If you are, listen attentively, if you are hypertensive, avoid alcohol totally. You don't need a soothsayer or a doctor to tell you that. Especially, not even, so, okay, let me leave it there. Probably the lady, her blood pressure was high. You know, some people don't even measure their blood pressure. You think you are a black woman, you are a black man. You'll be eating and drinking how you want. So, just like that, the woman just collapsed. The woman just died. The woman just died at the age of 43 years. And that was just that. Careless death. I always say here, you are master of your life. So many people destroyed their lives with with bad lifestyle. Let me tell you, there are men now, I know, I'm not joking now, there are men I know who cannot do without alcohol. Listen, there are women, now, I've said this in before, when bad things happen to people, learn from it. When good things happen to people, learn from it. I had friends, good male friends and female friends in the past. They are all gone. I had female friends who are supposed to be alive now. They are all dead and buried. Men. And these women I'm talking about, these women I'm talking about, I warned them. They were my friends. Just where I'm speaking now. There was no day that passed without these men and women drinking alcohol. That's each day. The first thing they do each morning is to open a can of beer or a glass of wine every morning. And they drink from morning till night. Do you understand what I mean? I saw it with my eyes. Many left problems behind. Many left problems behind. You that is watching me now, if you want to live a long life, keep away from alcohol. I keep saying it every day. Not only alcohol. There are so many people who are drug addicts. I know a lot of people who had opportunities in life to achieve greatness. Now listen attentively. I know a lot of people who had opportunities to achieve greatness. Guess what happened to them? They became drug addicts, both black women and black men. As I'm making this video, the ones that are still alive have nothing to their name. I'm not telling you a lie. That is, they are empty in life. All their money went in drug consumption, alcohol. And the worst that can happen to you is if you fail to heed to advice. You feel now, if you fail to heed to advice, when they talk to you, you feel, what is this man talking? Nah. I smoked cigarettes growing up. Somebody led me. Somebody, yes, misled me. When I was at the age of 13 years, one of my town's guy, the young man opened eye on time. I told you guys the story. They took me to a restaurant at the age of 13 years. Now you need to be very careful. When we got to the 13 years, that was in my town. Catherine, Feshi, I see you. Now, the guy took me to a restaurant, beer parlor, that's what we called it then. When we reached there, they ordered for 2 bottles of beer. And that 2 bottles of beer, we were 3 in number. So they opened the beer. The guy poured 1 glass of beer for me inside a glass. He poured the beer inside a glass. And that whitish thing on top of beer that looks like everything. The guy just drank his own beer. When I saw 2 of them drink their beer, so I picked my own glass of beer and began to drink. Now listen, when I tasted it, it was bitter. That then the beer was bitter. I tried, because they were drinking, I tried to finish that 1 glass. My first time. As they were drinking, they lit up cigarettes. Then Benson and Hedges cigarettes. The other guy was smoking St. Maurice. They were smoking. They brought in. Then they sold cigarettes, a stick now. It wasn't in packets. Now I collected. They brought the cigarettes, I collected. I did not know. So they were inhaling the smoke, These were old schools. At the age of 14, 15 years, they have already started smoking. I was 13, they were older than me. The guys began to smoke cigarettes. I saw them, I said, man, as a young boy that smokes cigarettes. I followed, I lit the cigarettes, and I began to smoke. But I did not inhale the smoke because I don't know how to inhale, But that was my first time. After the guy paid. Now we had to trek home. Man, as we trekked home, as we walked home, now the ground was no longer level. The ground wasn't level. Because of the alcohol, my first time, a 13 years old boy, the ground was, shifting, moving. And I was just raising they said, what is happening to me? I was moving like slow motion because I was seeing different like the houses were moving. They were laughing at me. They said, Rudy, what's wrong? Now I was staggering, First time. After I went home, few days later, we went there. That was vacation period. Because during holidays, every student will come back to the village to spend holiday in the village. When the holiday ended, I went back to school, boarding school then. There I also met some bad boys in boarding school that were already smoking. So I happened to have a friend then. I had a friend then who was a chain smoker. During break, the guy would take me to one kiosk where they sold provision store. And the guy was an expert in smoking. He used 2 brooms to hold the cigarettes. Now, I smoked with that guy. Now, gradually, I became addicted to cigarettes. As a young boy, the age of 14, 15, I began to smoke. I became, without smoking cigarettes in a day, many sticks. I saw it as a way to console myself when I get frustrated. When I get disappointed with anybody or whatever, you see me smoke cigarettes. Gradually, I began to drink beer. But cigarettes, now guess what? Then I smoked this cigarette for some years. I promised myself I was going to stop cigarette smoking. It was not possible. Man, the greatest battle I faced in life was to quit cigarette smoking. The greatest battle I faced, you see, when you become addicted to a thing, it becomes a battle, a war to quit that habit, that addiction. It took me years. Now, there were days I did not smoke for 2-3 days. And guess what? If you want to quit smoking, don't hang around smokers. If you want to quit alcohol, don't hang around alcohol drinkers. Yes, don't hang around alcohol consumers if you want to quit smoking. Because I remember then, I knew sometimes I would drink and smoke. The following morning, I would be having hangover. I will not be feeling comfortable. And I knew the cigarette smoking was dangerous then. But to quit it was a problem. So, man, I struggled for years to quit it. It was when I left Africa. The moment I left Africa, that was how I stopped cigarettes. I decided, I said, no, I don't want to die young. But the thing is, as I stopped cigarettes, I came here, I met another group of guys. I met another group of guys that's drunkards. That is, to them, alcohol is, you don't understand. You know, as a young boy that came abroad then, every weekend like now, we go to a club. And when you go to a club, you see guys, now go and take, they will order for drinks. And everybody will carry everybody will carry, a bottle of beer or glass of wine in the hand, smoking. Now, guy, take one bottle now. What is wrong with you? Now, guy, take one bottle. You went to a club and you need to, at least shark some alcohol before you start acting. You know, that kind of a thing. You need to consume some alcohol before you become alive. You come alive. Nah, that was how I began to drink. Not only in the clubs, I made sure I had alcohol. That's, I buy alcohol in my fridge. If you come to my fridge, if you open my fridge, you see any type of alcohol, different types. And then, as a young boy who wanted to, you know what I mean, I listened to hardcore hip-hop back then. Because I went to, Friday nights. That's, if you go then to Vienna clubs, weekends, there was a DJ then from Jamaica. The guy is late now. If you see this guy on Friday nights blast some hip-hop music, from that kind 10 p.m. till dawn, now if you come hear me, you will move. And if the guys, hey! The 90s, if you listen to hip-hop music then, in the 90s, that was when you hear about Mary J. Blige, Tupac was alive, Biggie Smalls, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Destiny Child. Now, if you see guys, Mark Morrison from UK, Mark Morrison, Return of the Mark. Now, if you see music, later, California Love from Tupac came in. Now, if you enter club that time, that was the 90s. Now, good. Hey! Now, come see some babes then now. Now, come see some babes. Now, there was one Jamaican lady. Now, that Jamaican lady, if she entered club then, her dance alone was entertainment. If that lady make a move, now I especially go to club because of that lady. If you see waist movement, if you see leg movement, you go carry hand for head. If you see that Jamaican lady, after drinking some liquor, if the girl makes some moves on the dance floor, you go carry hand for head. If the girl, after drinking, if she enters the dance floor, Just we do go to club to watch the lady dance. But then let's continue with this gist. So, man, I started. Man, if 90s was good now, I don't listen all this music. I don't listen. Now, in the 90s, life was good and life was cheaper. You understand me? Music was different then in the 90s. I don't know how old you guys are. Janus, Volksgarten now, 1990s. Volksgarten, Friday night. Janus, Volksgarten, Friday night. You understand me? From after Volksgarten, Friday night. Francis Chukwuoba, you should know now, I'm from the old school now. Now, if you come to Vienna, then you enjoy, you go to, on Fridays, you go to Volksgarten, Friday night. Do you remember? I don't know. You remember that tall guy, that security man? Now, if you know 90, that security man then standing at Volksgarten there. Now, that guy, he later mellowed down for me. Okay, that's it. Let me leave it. Now, let me tell you the club I went then. I went to Volksgarten. I went to Sophie Selle. That was a big hall. Sophie Selle then was the highest in 3rd District. Sophie Selle was very close to my shop then. Sophie Selle was, now if you see Sophie Selle, now who knows, now if you enter Sophie Selle in the 90s, oh, now the team finish my money. Oh, I follow spend money. I follow spend. Now, if you see big hall up and down, oh, then sometimes if I go to Volksgarten, Sophie Selle, then at times I go to Titanic. But Titanic wasn't so big. You know, Titanic Club wasn't so big. But let me leave it there. Now I follow Groove, Reggie. You know what? Nah, yes, so now guess what? After I started buying drinks on my own, I began buying drinks on my own. Now let me tell you then, many ladies, many girls, guys, give me 1 minute. Guys. So now, guys, I'm back. So let me tell you something. Guys, in the 90s, any man that came here then who is unable to get documents is not a smart dude. Because then, as a black man, you are a gold. Black men were gold then. If you are in Europe in the 90s as a black man, though police was giving black people problems, but then European women were crazy about rages. You get the gist? European women were crazy about that's. I'm not talking. No, I told you guys there are some people who are not supposed to come abroad. You understand me? There are some people who are, if you know what's up, there is no how you will fail. Back in the days. Now, babes fool now. You understand what I mean? Francis, you were there before. Okay, so if you go there, the simplest place, now let me tell you, the simplest place to get babes then was in the club. Because in the club then you see young girls come to club. That's where we socialized. That's where we connected. You understand what I mean? So meant there was opportunity in the 90s. And every week you see somebody get married, you see one man or one woman get married, things were easier. And anybody who failed to get documents in the 90s, forget that person. That person is not sharp. Anybody that came here in the 90s who is still crying over documents, say he has no documents, forget that person. That person has no brain. I'm telling you the truth. If you come here in the 90s and then, even till 2000, and you say you have no documents, you better carry your luggage and start going home. Is it now that you want to get documents? Look at what Trump is doing to people in America. They are chasing people in USSF. There are people who went to interview. They went for interview in US just to, they have gone for citizenship interview or whatever, just for them to swear them in, to swear them as citizens or whatever. Trump stopped them. It was suspended. Fans said Gambians control Vienna. Few Gambians. What's the population of Gambia? You need to ask us now. Fans, ask us. How many Gambian people? We are few, but I know. But Gambians, now, if you want to talk about Vienna, now come and ask me. I was here and there. So if you want to talk about Vienna, you should come and ask me. Gambo people, do you want me? Gambo need to come close to Nigerians to see road. Gambo people need to connect, come close to Nigerians to see road. You know, what's the population of Gambo? What's the population of Gambians? How many okay, Gambians are trying, okay? But what's the population? They are very few. That's it. They are very few. So guys, let's go further. This is, I'm not seeing follow. Now you guys following me or what's going on? Are you following up? Because I don't want to labor in vain. So now guys, let's continue. You know the topic. I've not even started running the topic. Okay, Sky, 1.3 million is too small now. 1.5 million is too small. Now do you know? 1.5 million is too small. You get the gist. Gambo, yes, they are too small. Yeah, when you talk about population, you talk about Nigerians. You talk about the Igbos. Anywhere you go, you see Igbos dominate. Nobody go come. Now, the gist is, where do you call, what makes you a native of a place? What makes you a citizen? Here now the program begins. By the Gambo now, Gambo they learn. Okay, what makes you a native of a place? You know, some people, we've been talking about we living in Europe, we are Europeans, we are Americans, we are this and that. Are you really a citizen of the country you live in? Just because you are holding the passport. Are you really a citizen of the country you live in? That's the question. I know some people may say, yes, I have the citizen or whatever. What makes you a citizen? What makes you a native of that place? This is why I came out now. This thought crossed my mind, so I decided to share it with you guys. Now, let me tell you, I need to say it the way it is so that you learn. If you are living in a country, say you live in UK, in Germany, in Austria, in Portugal, in Africa, you live in USA, Canada, I don't know where you're watching me from, and you see yourself spending the rest of your life there, well, one never knows. You say you are a citizen of this country and you have nothing there, no property, nothing. Man, you are empty. I know you will not understand me. Even if your generations have been there, even if your ancestors came from there, you are empty. I know some people would like to. Now, let me tell you. Let me explain it in a way you will understand. If I take you now to my roots, where my father was buried, where my ancestors came from, you know, there is what I inherited. There is what we call inheritance. That is what I got from my father. I'll go show you my father's house. I'll go show you the land of my ancestors. I'm not telling the one we own. That is, we did not buy it. The one that my father inherited from his father, the father inherited. Do you understand what I mean? This land has been there, has been ours for generations. Now, so you see my father, before he died, he said, Rodi, take this. My grandfather gave my father, you know, they shared the plots of land, family inheritance. If I should take my children back to Africa now, show them this is where my father was buried. This is where my mother was buried. I'll show you this is my native land. But listen, there are people who don't have such. Now, if I go to my village, in my village where my ancestors are from, and I have nothing there, no piece of land, nothing to call my own, I am no longer a native of that place. I have been displaced. You don't understand it. If I go to my village and I have nothing there to my name, no land, no shop, nothing, not even 5 square meters of land, that is, either the lands have been sold or has been occupied, and there is no place I can call home in the land of my ancestors, guess what? I have been displaced. You can no longer claim to be a native of that place because you have nothing there. You have no home there anymore. Then tell me, how are you a native of that place? Are you getting the gist? Oh, am I communicating? How can you claim to be a native of a place where you have nothing there? You don't have one room. You don't have 5 quadrat meter land there. Okay, let me give you another instance. If you tell me that you are from Owerri, Imo State, a state in Nigeria, you say you are from Owerri. That's your hometown. And we go to your hometown. You have no family house. You have no land. You have no place to call home. Are you from Owerri? People don't understand. You see some people say they are Lagosians. They are Lagosians. What makes you a Lagosian? You are just loitering up and down. You say you are a Lagosian. What do you have in Lagos that makes you a Lagosian? I'm from Lagos. What do you have? If you say your ancestors are from Lagos and you are a tenant in Lagos, you are not a Lagosian. Cynthia, I see you big time. Listen attentively. If I go to Olo, if I travel now to Olo, I say, where are you from? I say, I'm from Olo. And I reach Olo, and I have no place, no land, nothing there. How am I from Olo? You need to tell me now, come show me your place. And I have no land there, I have no house, I have nothing to my name in Olo. How am I from Olo? I have become a displaced person. So if I go now to Olo, say, Rodi, where are you from? I say I'm from Olo. Okay, now come to my place. I go there and show you proofs. I show you proofs to make you know that I'm from Olo. That is, I am a native of this place. This is my family land. This is my land. This is my house. That shows that I am a native of this place. My ancestors lived on this land. Let's go further. What makes you a native or a citizen of a place? You cannot claim to be a native or citizen of a place and you are empty. A lot of people don't know the importance of what I'm saying. Let me tell you. I want to ask you, you that is watching me, Adam, what did God promise Abraham? Let's go that side now. What did God promise Abraham? Why did God call Abraham out of his own land? These guys are not even following. What did God promise Abraham? Okay, since you are unable to answer that question, let me answer it for you. God promised Abraham land. He showed him land. God showed, they say, the land I promised you, land that flows with milk and honey. What God gave Abraham was land, real estate. Oh, you read the Bible, you read the Bible without understanding. What did he give Abraham? What did he promise? Come down, I will show you that the land that flows with milk and honey, the place you make a dwelling place, the land of Canaan. He gave him real estate. It is land that makes you a citizen of a place. Yes, that's where you call home. Your native land, land of your ancestors, your native. Say, I am an indigenous of this place. And if you don't have it, you are not an indigenous of that place. How? You've been displaced. Now, me, they tell you. If you don't have land, now that's why you need to defend your heritage, that place you come from. That place you come from, you call home. You must have something in it, in that land. If you don't have something there, you are not from that place. You've been displaced. Now let's not like keeping it real. Now, this thought should come in, unless you want to forget. You be a wanderer. Then you can be a wanderer. Now, if you have decided, now listen attentively. My name is Rodi. You know, when I run my program, I don't look face. Now listen. And if you've decided, say you don't want to live in Africa anymore. Say your life is now abroad, say Europe or America. Your life is now abroad. Now, I'm not seeing reaction on YouTube. What's going on? Are people still there? Or are human beings still watching me on YouTube or what? Who are the people watching me? I don't understand. Now, if you have made up your mind, say you don't want to live in Africa again. You've given up in Africa. You've given up on Africa. You don't want to live in Africa. Your parents are dead. Everybody is dead. Everybody, blah, blah, blah. You don't have relatives in Africa again. Your children are here. All these things. Let's go. Abroad, you are living. Abroad, you are living that you want to make your new home. You've made your new home, not you want. Do you have anything to your... Do you have anything abroad you are living? Do you have anything abroad, like something to call your own? Now, you see, if you go to New York, you come to Vienna, you go to Germany, you go to Spain, you are living there. What do you have to your name? You say, I'm a citizen of this country, citizen with empty hand. You have nothing, and you say a citizen. You are still a wanderer. You are still a wanderer. A citizen that is carrying load up and down. You have passport, you are sleeping on the streets, you are homeless. You are not, you are completely useless in that city. I'm telling you. All the buildings, high-rise buildings you see in London, in United Kingdom, which one is your own? All the high-rise buildings, all the beautiful, and I do think at times. All the whole houses, apartments, which one belongs to you? You see all those, the whole infrastructures, the whole trend saying that London is beautiful. Which one do you own in that London? This one is not the perspective. I'm telling you the way it is. This is practical example I'm giving you. Or you say you are living, you like New York, you are living in New York. What do you own in New York? You have no bicycle, you have no flat, you have nothing. The city is beautiful. But what do you have there? If you have nothing there, you are then a slave. A slave living in a palace. Yes, you are working as a slave to survive in that city because you don't own nothing. You are not a landlord. At home, you are not a landlord. In the city, you are not a landlord. Slaves comes in different forms now. Slaves don't even wear chains anymore. Slaves comes in different forms. If you like, do you want me to pieces it for you? Do you want me to pieces it for you? If you want me to pieces it for you, I pieces it for you. I show you how you are a slave. So you don't think along this line that in this city you are living in, now you are living, there is electricity, there is water, good roads, transport station, everything. Which one is your own? The only thing you get is the clothes you are putting on and the furniture in your rented apartment. If they sack you, you carry out furniture and move. And let me tell you, because this is the worst that can happen to you, let me say it. The truth, I see you. The worst that can happen to you is at home, you are empty, and abroad, you are empty. If you are empty at home in your native land, you've been displaced. Hey, let me remind you. The truth, I see you big time. Salute, I see you. I appreciate you so much. Now, if you are living abroad, now let me tell you, and you see you have nothing to your name, and you are not concerned about your family inheritance, the things your father, your mothers, the things at home. You don't ask, you don't fight for your own inheritance at home because you are living abroad. You have no portion of land there, you have nothing there. You are living, you've been abroad for many years. You are not even interested. That would be the biggest mistake you're making in life. There was a story one Iranian man shared with me. I will share that story with you guys one day when I'm in the mood. But let's continue. Now, let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you. Did you know that so many people you see abroad, that you see that did not travel, don't have where to go to? They don't have where to stay if they go to Africa. Or let me not say Africa. They don't have where to stay if they go to their native land. And most of these guys have spent years abroad. That's what is keeping them here, is because they have no place to stay when they return back home. So what? When I tell you that people are stuck here, I'm not joking. Some people don't have where to stay. Now listen, if you are still young, the time is now to organize your life. The time. If not, let me tell you, some old age, it's not every old age that is a blessing, no. Listen attentively. It is not every old age that is a blessing. Some people grow old to suffer. That is to reap what they sowed. Why some people grow old is for them to see what they did to themselves. I'm telling you. Some people, that is, in old age, all what they do is cry and regret their lives. That is, you grow old, you have no food, you have no place to sleep, you are sick, you have no money for hospital, you have no money, you are dead. If you see suffer. At times, nature will keep you alive for you to see what you did to yourself. I'm not telling you lies. Sometimes, nature will keep you alive for you to see what you used your hand and do to yourself. Let's go deeper. I know some of you may not agree with me, but I'm telling you. I've seen, you don't understand. Now, Catherine, I see you, my sister. Now, if you are living abroad, you have nothing. Nothing to your name. Say now, hey, America is too fine. There are infrastructures, good governance, but you have no pin there. You don't have anything there. You are empty. Whom? Your native land, you've been displaced because of years you spent abroad. You have nothing in your home, in your village, where you come from. No land, nothing. Now your own don't finish. I always say it here. Let me say it again. There are things you put aside for rainy days. So if front is difficult to go, you retreat, you move back. Now, there are questions you need to ask yourself. Be Happy is asking me, is it okay to build abroad? What have I been saying here? What kind of question is that? Is it okay to build? If you are a citizen of the country you live in, why not? That is, however it is, own something somewhere. Own something somewhere. If not, if you have money to buy a property abroad, buy it. The worst that can happen to you is you don't have abroad, you don't have at home, in your home country. Now that is a calamity. It's a tragedy. You don't have abroad and you don't have at home. You are doing, don't neglect that village land. Don't neglect that thing you see, that village land, that thing at home. Make sure you protect it. You might need it in 20 years. You might need it in 30 years. Don't allow your brothers or your sisters to deceive you. You think that land or those things have no meaning. It has meaning. It is when you lose in life. Now there is what? Ocean Dabere. You know what is Ocean Dabere? That is, in the end, you have something to fall back to. In the end, you have something that at least after the battle, if you lose the battle, you go there, go share. Well, guys, I don't need to speak more. I came out to drop this, you know. I will be back later. Now, some guys, okay, now be happy. Listen, some guys spent 20 years, 30 years abroad, went home empty-handed. As they returned home, they began to fight over one room in their papa's compound. They woke up so late. They returned back home and started fighting over rooms in their papa's house at the age of 50-something years, 60-something years. When they traveled abroad, they forgot. Don't forget. Now, I told you guys, let me repeat it for. There are monies you put in prison. You prison money. You know what I mean? Let me explain it to you. At times, you put money in prison. Let me explain it to you. How? I explained this to my sister. She was screaming. How do you put money in prison? That's my own, for instance. So there are different ways. When you have, say, 10,000 euros or 15,000 euros or 5,000 euros, you go to your village. That 10,000 euros, you go to your village, you buy a plot of land there, fence it and forget it. Collect the documents. This is your village. That land, you might need it in 20 years. You might need it in 30 years. You might need it in 35 years. Even if you don't need it, your children might need it. Why you imprisoned that money there was because they call it you created alternative for yourself in life. In case, just keep it there and forget it. In case, if the journey failed to go as planned, you have somewhere, so something to fall back on. You put it there and forget it. In case journey does not go as planned, maybe in your 60s, in your 50s, you don't need to start stressing yourself anymore. House Foray, you need to ask me, I'm from the old school. Look at what House Foray said. Money in prison don't sound right. Money is manure. It is meant to grow. Now listen. What is it? House Foray. When you buy a land you bought 20 years ago, let's say at the rate of 3,000 euros, you bought a land 20 years ago at the rate of 3,000 euros. Now, that land could be worth 50,000 euros. So that land appreciated. That money did not go west. That money, you see, you need to, the money, land appreciates. You bought land 25 years ago. Are you telling me after 25 years, you will sell that land the same price? And that village development will come there. If it is in township, after 25 years, there is no how development will not come there. That's what I call putting money in prison. You forget it. Now, if you buy land, go ask people. People that bought land 25 years ago, if you go there now, that place is a big city, bubbling. That place has become city center. People that bought in the bush many years ago, yes, the land is now an asset. People that bought land 25 years ago in the bush, now that place is now, it has turned into a city, bubbling city with basic infrastructures. You get the gist now. That's what I call putting money in prison and forgetting it there. But what I'm saying is this. You not having anything at all in life is a tragedy. Well, guys, let me take a break. I'll be back later. Many G's coming your way this evening. Let me eat my granuts. When I come back, we continue with our program. So guys, I'll be back in 3-4 hours and everywhere is boring. And my next coming out might be comedy. Yes, my next coming out might be comedy. It depends on what comes. Let me eat granite R. It depends on what comes to my mind. I drink water. Yeah, so I come live again. Now this is Obodo Igbo for you. This is the abroad we are talking about. Nothing to do. Everybody's at home. Everybody watching me. People are at home. All right, see you. Everybody's at home. That's it. So let me chill and come back again. In some hours' time, I'll be coming out with another banger. So guys, I appreciate you for joining me. The party must go on. There's not going to be any boring moments this season. There's not going to be a boring minute this season. If now, when I come back, we continue. Just give me some hours, I'll be back. Let me drink some water, eat my granules. I don't drink before I end this program. Nah, don't drink alcohol. I've been telling you, throw away that alcohol in your fridge. You will not hear now. You will not hear now. Alcohol is a killer. You may think I'm joking. There are some men now, their hands are shaking. The whole of their body, if they don't see alcohol, that is, they are condemned. And the person telling you, you see, you're a junkie. You're a junkie. You're a junkie. You can do without that thing. You can do without it. That's no life. You are digging your own grave. You are destroying yourself. Being responsible is you being able to control yourself. Somebody came when I began this program and said, hey, this man, Uncle Roddy, you look irresponsible with your beard. To him, he said, I look irresponsible with my beard. This is a man who does not drink. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't misbehave. I don't mess myself around. I don't mess up. And he's saying, you see, a typical African man says, because I have beard, I look irresponsible. I've never been irresponsible. Ask people who knows me. There are some of my followers that we communicate here. We come in boss and we chat. They know that I'm a very responsible man. People who knows me. And just because of seeing my beard, they say, you look irresponsible. So appearance makes somebody responsible. I mean, beard makes somebody responsible. Well, I don't blame him because the guy is ignorant. He lacks wisdom. So guys, let me end this broadcast here. I'll be back soon. One day I'm not defending, I'm using this to teach a lesson, I'm using this to teach people, because sometimes you need to respond so that others will hear and learn from it. Not that I don't know him, not that I'm responding to him. Anything I do with my clear eyes. I don't do anything under the influence of alcohol. You understand me? I don't do anything under the influence of anything. Do you understand what I mean? And if I'm talking to you with my right senses. Not that I smoke marijuana, I took drug, I took this thing, and I don't misbehave. So, guys, I'll be back. So see you. I'll be back in 3-4 hours. I'll show again. See you guys.